It's Week 12 of the NFL.
And we'll see Johnny Wilson, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. You talk about this Giant defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing you know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Bryant. Pass incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is Fant on the short completion. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the bootleg, Bryant. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Barker, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature. And
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the jet sweep, here's Neighbors. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
Off play action. Bryant. He's got his man. It's Pierce. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion.
game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. Here's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The Eagles had 8 and 3 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The New York set to take the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's Thomas. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bryant delivers another one to Pierce. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They run with Thomas. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Back to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Bryant. And his throw here's incomplete. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Back to throw now on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Pass taken in by Pirine. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To number 84. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Looking to throw. Bryan. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And finding the tight end, Wilson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. In motion, the tight end. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Jordan Love, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to Pierce. Finding room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is Thomas. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bryant. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Thomas. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Bryant. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. The tight end in motion right. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Hurts sets up to throw it. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. it. It's complete to Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. They'll send a big tight end in motion right. Pitch and catch to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant shakes off the sack. And that's incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On 1st down, it's Thomas. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run the counter. Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Bryant. This is Fant on the short completion. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Bryant. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. On 2nd and 10. Hurts looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Eagles.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts underneath to his tight end, Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have
changed the complexion of the ball game. But it winds up incomplete.
That would complete to Trey Tucker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hurts completing this one quickly. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And New York set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught by Tucker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Back to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Brian Burns coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. That is caught, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bryant over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Thomas. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This will be caught by Brown. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, Didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And New York set to take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant. That's complete to Pierce. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Bryant completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Back to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Bryant. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Bryant. He's got his man. It's Pierce. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw. Bryant. That one taken in by Neighbors. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of